I've got a question for you. Who gets hurt the most in a situationship, men or women? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cut to the Chase with B. Today we're going to cut to the chase about a subject that we are hearing of these days so much. The subject is situationship. Now, you might ask, what is a situationship exactly? A situationship is when two people decide to be in contact and be friends, but sort of be more than friends, but less than an actual relationship. Like you date, you have the sex, you text a lot, you FaceTime a lot, you do all the things that you do in a relationship except committing to each other. You're not committed, you're not faithful to each other, and you can literally go away, ghost for a week, then come back, and the other party can't say a thing because you're not committed to anything. That's a situationship, and it's very, very trendy these days. And the other question would be, who gets in these kind of relationships? I would say there are two kind of people that would be in these relationships. The first kind are the ones who are having commitment issues. The people with commitment issues love these kind of relationships, the situationships. And the other kind is people with low self esteem. So, those who have very low self esteem would again subconsciously love this kind of relationships because their self esteem would be even lower after the breakup of a situationship. Okay, so now let's get to the point that who gets hurt the most in a situationship, men or women? I would say personally, it's not about men or women, it's about the two kinds that I just explained, the ones with low self esteem and the ones with commitment issues. I'd say the ones with low self esteem would get hurt the most, and the ones with the commitment issues would just get what they really wanted. So, again, that's a deep, deep conversation because having commitment issues is sort of coming from having low self esteem itself. But again, so many narcissists have commitment issues and they are drawn and interested in situationships. But those with self esteem, low self esteem, are drawn to this kind of relationships because they don't believe that deserve more than that. In situationships, all you get is the bare minimum, is the breadcrumb. Maybe that guy is texting you once a week and you're happy with it. You have to act cool. You have to just act cool and don't show any rage or sadness or being upset because you don't want to lose. Whoever shows the slightest amount of emotion and feelings first will lose the game. And no one wants to lose, so no one is showing emotions. I would say it's a lose lose situation and it's awful. And I'd say most of the time, I'm saying this from a stereotype or whatever, but most of the time, the one with the commitment issues is men, the male figure, and the one with low self esteem, unfortunately, is the female figure. So I would say typically the women in situationships would get hurt the most But again, as I said before, it depends on who is in which one of those groups. So let me know what you think in the comments below and let me know about your experiences. Situationships suck. And if you literally have the slightest amount of respect for your soul, for yourself, and for your love and energy, you won't get into this kind of relationships. Or whenever you find yourself in a situationship, you will remove yourself immediately because there's no good at the end of these situationships. I have never seen two people start a successful relationship from a situationship. I've never seen that. And I don't think if it's possible. Because imagine you are not you. I mean, imagine the person with commitment issues is getting all the attention, all the energy, all the effort from the other person. Why would he or she wanna commit to the other person ever? And if they start to commit, it's never successful, I'm telling you. So the worst part is when you say, I'm only in this for the fun of it. It's not for the fun of it. You are wasting your time and your energy, and you really could have spent that time and energy on somebody that is really worth your time and energy, and at least is giving you the amount of time and energy you're spending on them, on you. But instead, you fool yourself and you stay in a situationship. Watch my other video about 10 signs of being afraid of falling in love. I think being afraid of falling in love leads you to ending up in a situationship too. That's that for today. Let me know what you think in the comments again. And subscribe to my channel. Thank you for hanging with me and watching this video. Give it a thumb up if you liked it. And I love you guys. You are my bestest online. I hope that none of us ever get into a situationship ever again in our entire lives. Here's your kiss. Bye.